talking.
Yo, check this out. Check this out, dude. Check this out. Oh, Lord, that's not a good look. Let me delete the board for you guys. Can't wait till I can shout all the time. 99% of women who do this will never get married. Check this out. Look how simple dudes are. Okay. Okay. This is the dude. And this is, oh, what the fuck? And this is Felicia. What color hair, guys? Let's say it's a redhead. No soul. Now check this out. Does not chase him. This is by far the greatest lesson women never learn. Every chick in high school, college, uni, work, they always get the best guy in their school or workplace because they're the only ones to chase him. And they don't know how lazy they are that the guy gets her and then he kind of just chills the fuck out most of the time. Even successful guys, actually, a lot of them are like suckers, you know? And they don't do it out of being for God or anything. They're just fucking suckers. Now look at this. They will never chase. And think about it. What is a babe that doesn't chase? That's a whore. That's the definition of a whore. That they're always getting penetrated by the world. Every chick you admire that has a good dude, they don't like saying it, but if you went through their Instagram DMs, they're messaging him more than he's messaging her. And the dude kind of gets charmed eventually because they're not built to think, oh, this is creepy, this is desperate. Women are built to think like that. Men find it endearing. Every single relationship a girl loses because, oops, I fucked up with him. I don't know why I fucked up. It just didn't work. What she's really telling you is, I didn't chase him. And it's like, wasn't he great? Yeah, I really liked him. Shouldn't you have chased? No, he's supposed to chase me. Did he chase you? Yeah, he did. So why didn't you fill the gaps? And they actually think the guy's going to chase forever. Are they fucking retarded? That's not even hot. That's like a dude always initiating the smash. You know how fucking turn off it would be if you always like, hey baby, hey mama, hey baby. That's such a fucking turn off, you know? That's like the guy's always initiating. And they'll never understand that, like, you see a girl who's always has a boyfriend, right? She had one for 4 years, then another for 2 years. That chick, a lot of times they're proud that they chased. They tell you they chased because they love their life so much they don't feel shame. But most of them think being a badass means like, I'm not showing people my DMs. If you grab any NBA star and grab his iPhone and look through the DMs of how he met his wife, it's mostly her chasing him. If you, any successful dude, really, you have to chase him because she is actually competing with a million. Like her, she's competing with all that. 10 out of 10s don't chase though. Yeah, nobody wants to marry a 10. What the fuck? A 10 is like literally had to work with Satan to be a 10. Okay. Nobody wants that. Guys want high eights, you know. Well, you have to have millions to maintain a high eight. You know, you have to have enough money where you put her on an island far away from everyone. Right? But check this out. I'm kind of glad. Sevens are great, yeah. I'm kind of glad. The difference from a 7 and 8 is really when they have no makeup on. That's the only difference. That the 8 looks really good without makeup too, which is hard to do. I'm really glad chicks don't chase because I love the misery I see in the world. I love saying I told you so. High 7s and high 8s do chase. A lot of 8s don't want to be run through. Believe it or not. If I take you to a third world country, you'll see 8s with rings on their fingers. You'll be shocked. You'll be like, whoa, what the fuck? Hell, you might even see a 9 with a ring. But they will not chase, so they'll be miserable. And a lot of times they don't realize that you're not supposed to chase because he's not into you. It's that he's actually fucking clueless. Like, you have no idea how dumb dudes are. They're so used to having awkward experiences with chicks since they're little boys that they don't actually know when someone likes them, right? Even I miss signals all the time. Like, years later, they'll tell me, I'm like, what? So it's like, you don't chase because he doesn't want you. He does want you. It's just he's clueless, right? And if he's anything like me, if you don't chase me, you're a lesbian. That's like the best advice you could give women, but it's never going to hit their ears. They just can't send that message, right? They think that if they message the guy first, that the guy thinks it's desperate. No, the guy is actually seeing you as less of a hoe. Like that you're trying to get your life going and get married and you're trying to do the big girl shit. You're not trying to wait around to get penetrated.
About their experiences, but then they're going to get the backlash like, oh, they're lying, oh, this and that. They're going to find some way to, find, little holes in the story, pick at those, and make these girls not credible. I don't want to see that.
No, look, if you want to play hard to get, this is the best thing you could do as a chick. Tell him you like him. Tell him you want to go out. When he takes you out, then you can start hard to get. If you play hard to get in person, that's fine. If you play hard to get by iMessage, you're playing easy to lose. You lost him. It's game over. He forgot about your ass. You are like a waste of time to him. Complete waste. This is a high functioning dude. This is like he's got shit to do. You're supposed to make that. You want to play hard to get, do it in person so he sees the trophy and he goes, whoa, I'll stick around. But dude, doing this hard to get over iMessage, nobody's remembering you, bro. Not even an average guy remembers you.
That again, if I'm able to explain what I've seen and what I've put together after all this time, hopefully people will believe them.
One of the many stories that's simply too long to include in this video, Zach explained to me that he knew one of Chris's victims in person.
She was 19, and he had her move to LA. It didn't make sense to me at all. And I feel like, looking back, you feel so bad because here I am, I'm like, yo, she's not telling the truth. Like, he would not say that, but it's true.
So Chris...
Meet a nice girl with a master's degree in 2023. No, that's really hard to do. Like, that is rare. Look at this. You have two options, right? If your girl is a success, she is either Hillary Clinton, masculine, or OFO. If she's got money, this is the spectrum. This is like you lose both ways, bro. Because this one's not going to be that attractive. Even if this Hillary Clinton looks good when she's young, the energy is going to be like, you're not coming home to that, dude. That's why the best ones to go for are absolute broke losers. Right here, first of all, these are the baddest ones. Like, I'm not snaking you. You think these are nice? These require makeup. These ones, you smash without makeup. Bro, these are the ones you want to deal with. Now, if you're like me, right, you go a little more less on the purity scale, right? Not that sacrificing babies is pure and killing bodyguards and whatever. But I leave the purity scale and I go right here. I'm like, can you get right here? This is where I like to be a lot of the time. Psycho, so they can't be too much of a hoe because the HO is being taken by the psych hoe, right? Like almost a hoe, but not a full hoe. I like to be here because I go, oh, I'm taming a dragon. And everyone's like, dude, how do you deal with that, John? Like, she attacks you and she tries to kill you, and really, I'm talking to a dude who got cheated on. And I'm like, bro, your bitch needs to attack you. It's a dragon, dude. You know what I mean? I like a dragon because they're predictable, right? Like, I know when they're going to strike. But, like, you know, these ones, they just cheat on you. And, like, one day you wake up and your furniture is missing. I've never dealt with these ones. The hyper masculine, like, I'm getting my shit together and destroying your life. No. And then OF hoes, this is like for EXP, some degen EXP. They're like, I'm not going to fap. Let's go degen it here. Play around here a bit. And then realize you're doing something wrong. A lot of people never come back from this, though. And here's something that sounds like I'm selling you a dream. There's nothing easier than smashing an OF girl. Like, moderators get this job done. This is not a Rubik's Cube, my dude. I don't know. They look perfect to you guys. It's when you see how easy this job is to do, it's not fun anymore, right? You start going, damn, bitch, at least reject some dudes so I feel special. That's where you go to the more psycho territory, right? Where you're like, oh, all my buddies tried to tame this, but she didn't respond to them. Now it's my turn. And this is like a bull that you ride. You ride, and then it tries to cancel you here, and here you're a rapist, and here, oh, she took it back, but it's already destroyed your career. This is the real excitement. This is the butter of life. Every genius in history stood here because they tested their dragon taming skills. Like, you can't keep them, but damn, this is EXP out the ass. This is all the EXP in the world, right? This is the one you think about every day when you're like taking a shit. You're like, I wish she was under this toilet, that piece of shit. This is the one that literally burns through all your money and goes, dude, you're broke. And you're like, never hit a woman. You know what I mean? This is the one that's like, this is high levels of trauma, right? This is where I've been addicted. Ever since I joined the nightclub, I'm like, how do I get the less used ones? And they're like, oh, those are the psychos, bro. These ones will call you a rapist if you piss them off. Then they'll say, he's not a rapist. I don't care. Don't talk to me. And everyone will be too afraid to call her out. Even the police are afraid of these ones. They're like, just leave her alone, John. Just everyone go, can we deal with something less complicated? These ones are the butter of life, man. I'm telling you, highest EXP here. Like, when you come back from here and you meet your wife goes, damn, I want to fix you. Like, you were broke. You battle scars and shit. You just come back broken out of that. Right? But yeah. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? Even before Bill, like, if you ask my bouncer buddies, they're like, why are you dating the manager? She's a psycho. She'd be younger than me. But yeah, I always would like go for like weird shit. I was always into making the game super weird for me. It's kind of like the guy who drinks Jameson. You know, he puts a war in his stomach. Yeah. So careful with this zone. Like, maybe go here once just to see how funny it is. Don't do what I do, you know, like, because I was out of COVID. Like, as an adult, I should know better. But I was out of COVID, so I'm like, hey, let's go on an airplane. Although my first ex, I remember my first ex showing me high levels of psycho. It was like the hottest chick in my high school. And one time she freaked out in the car. She's like, whose hair is this? And for some reason, I'm always guilty. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. And she started freaking out. Whose hair is this and stuff? And I'm panicking. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, did I like hallucinate? Did I just go into a trance state and fuck some bitch? And then I snapped out of it. And this is before I used to yell at women, right? I grabbed it and I'm like, it's your hair. Because the ends were dyed. And then she grabbed it like this. And she's like this. I was kidding. But I knew she wasn't kidding. And I knew I can't bring it up because it's going to like open a can of worms. But I remember looking at that fucking retard face she gave me. She's like, you know when they like laugh like it's like a movie, with their hand covering their mouth, like hee hee, like I'm actually an anime character. Like, no, get out of my car while it's moving. How about that? But that was the first taste I got of Psycho, you know. And I remember trying to ditch, but my buddies would be like, bro, your girl's so hot. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll stay. What a weird reason to stay. And then I got hooked. You know when you start telling people you're shit and you're like, oh, you're my only friend. That's weird. Yeah. Then I found something that I liked more than her, and she started really crying. I fell in love with her. And she's like, dude, you can really fight. You've changed so much. You can grow a beard. She's like, you've changed so much. How are you such a powerful human being now? And then she found out how I was hacking the whole time. And, you know, most people do this and they don't change, but my grip strength goes through the roof, man. It's fucking animal. It's fucking... Yeah. And then ever since then, every girl's chasing me because they know I'm in love with her. Chicks hate a shroom guy. They hate a stoner. They hate but a cokehead. Dude, they are in love with him. They are literally like, you make me feel like I'm in 8th grade again. You make me feel like a kid, right? Like, it's something about the cokeheads, the Destinies, the methy type guys. Yeah, being a dude is fun, dude. Being a dude is awesome. You ever been with a quiet girl? Yes, I have. For months. And I've been with a couple quiet, but I'm thinking of one. This girl was so quiet that you ever felt like you don't want to smash because that's a different species from you? You know what I mean? Like you go, ooh, like I'm a rhino, you're like a dodo bird, we shouldn't be hooking up. But then they always start to talk eventually, you know. Like if a bitch is jealous, she can talk, right? I'll be like, bitch hasn't spoken in 3 days, I'm gonna make her so jealous. But I make them sign contracts. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make you jealous, and I'm gonna take you for a ride. I'm going to take you for a psychological ride, and I check the gas light a lot. You know, I check all the brakes and all the stops, and the best part is when I run them over and I back up, you know, like metaphorically run them over. But yeah, I'm a bit of a sadist, you know, like the first thing I said in my last one was, are you ready for the most toxic relationship of your life? And she rolled her eyes and she's like, yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but I am. And I have the text to prove it. But even my brother said, like, that's not making you look good. Like, don't leak that. And I guess I manifested that. I don't know. And yeah. The weirdest thing is my buddy's girl saying that her girlfriends found it super hot when we were breaking up. That like we had something amazing. And I'm like, bro, it wasn't that hot. It's actually a huge turnoff, the whole breakup part. Like, it wasn't like, why are you romanticizing it? Yeah, Haz's girlfriend said that on that stream. You saw that? They're like, dude, my friend found it so hot, like how toxic you two are to each other. I'm like, really? Because I'm like shriveled up like this. Like it's not a movie here, bro. Yeah. Haz's girl said that on the YouTube stream. But yeah, so I would say this is the best place to be. Broke loser, feminine, and doesn't get bored. If your chick gets bored a lot, if she gets bored easy, she needs stimulation by being a whore. This is the scariest ones, dude. This word, mark my words, like some people think I'm trolling, but this is really good advice. If they get bored easy, they are literally showing you, even if they haven't done anything, I'm telling you, you're fucked. The highest level of whoreness is the bored easily ones. This, I've worked at clubs long enough. I've worked in sales. When a bitch starts looking at the four walls in her room because she's bored, there, you are so fucked, dude. You are so fucked. Like, there's nothing you can do to fix them. It's game over. There's two ways. One, a train gets run on her, or if you're charming, two, a train gets run on your fucking credit card. I don't even know what's worse. But these ones are so fucking dangerous, bro. These ones are so to be avoided. Is the ones that are like, I need stimulation and stuff. These are very abusive human beings. Like, run from that. And remember, whether she has a train run on her or she runs a train on your credit card, you're lucky. You're lucky if one of those happens, because usually it's both. Ask any guy, usually it's both. Doing, like, they're going to get you good, dude. That's why this section here, yeah, you can tame an OF chick because of their low mental health. You could be like, hey, let's live a base life. And they'll be like, okay, I want to live a base life. I don't want to live a shit life. But I don't think they'll make a good housewife, so don't do that. This section, run from this shit, dude. Run. That is not good, dude. So we'll put some dollar signs to make this so you can screenshot it. Right here and here. There's the successful spectrum. And we'll put $0 here. Yeah. So this is what you want. Has pet, feminine, and can go off her phone. Which, good luck with this one. They're socially calibrated, dude. Also, you want to check, does she find herself internally ugly? Okay, what do I mean by this? You know a woman finds herself extremely ugly, and she might not say it, but she thinks it. You know she finds herself extremely ugly if she's always texting her friends. If she's always texting the world, she finds herself really fucking ugly. Go the bombest ones and the middle ones that you want, they usually have like this small group. Like, they're success driven. They're not like Hillary Clinton, but they know what they want. They get the right guy. But dude, if she finds herself ugly, she's literally texting the whole world, right? Because something happened to her in high school where someone said, hey, you're not popular. Maybe she didn't have friends. That's why she tries to be friends with everyone. Really cringy too. It's really cringy. Every girl I know is like this. This is damaged behavior. Yeah. This is bad. Usually you can fix that if it's like they're texting their family or close friends. But if they don't have close friends, they just have friends, that's bad. Yeah. And the last one that no one will ever admit, not even the red pill people, is this. Bro, if they ain't clingy, that's a whore. I'm telling you, if they ain't clingy, you have a whole... Ain't nobody less clingy than a stripper. Remember that. A stripper, talk to a stripper when she's done work and you'll see a man. Ain't nobody on earth less clingy than a stripper. They have to be, if you're going to date them, they have to be clingy. everyone hates clingy because they're thinking of an ugly girl. But if she's cute, then clingy's not the worst thing in the world. And it's someone checking up on you. It's not the worst thing in the world, bro. Clingy is annoying, but that's what a woman is. You gotta, like, a rhino has a horn. Well, big fucking deal. Deal with it. There's worse things than annoying. A whore is worse than annoying. Matter of fact, you're supposed to get used to them being annoying. When they're poking at you, hey John, hey John, hey John, and you're like totally numb to it, that's when you've achieved high level stoicism, right? You don't like fucking beat them up and shit. You don't freak the fuck out. Like, they're supposed to make you into this condensed rock. So if you can't handle, if you turn into Dana White, like, then you're done. You open my eyes to clingy. I love my alone time, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, dude, this is what's supposed to happen. You open your fucking room door and she's just hovering right there. I used to have chicks when I'd be locked in my room downtown. I'd open the door and she'd be sitting on the floor on her phone looking up like, oh, you opened the door finally, like a dog. And I was like, okay, let's go to the mall. Let's get you something. Let's fucking have fun. You're adorable, right? That's what you want, where they're like, they forget that they're waiting at the door. And that was a good one for me. That was healthy until, Clingy is like the one that Red Pill will never talk about, but because they want to like look cool or something. Like, fuck looking cool, bro. Have a good one. And don't be like like, I'm not a roller coaster guy, but I seek thrills here. Don't do that. This is like a joke. Don't actually go for psycho. I got a mate whose wife travels a lot with her sister. You think she's cheating? Yeah, 100%. The one thing the sister does is points out hot guys, especially if she's single. So she's either emotionally cheating, optically cheating, eyeball cheating, or actually cheating, which they're all forms of the same thing, really. You know why chicks can oopsie daisies cheat? Because chicks, when they're caught cheating, is like a hand in the cookie jar. They're just like, I don't know what happened. Like, my friend told me. Right? And you see those reality shows? They're not fully grown. They're not developed like adults. Right? Even if she's high purity. I don't know your friend, but I don't like it, dude. Like, any time someone spends a long time away from their partner, you know that are they moving closer together or further apart? They're definitely moving further apart. Something bad's happening. Like, bro, a rooster don't move from his hens. The rooster kills anyone who goes around the hens. He doesn't go on vacation, bro. And that's how you have to be, really, right? Like, when you peck a human to death is when she falls in love with you. I hate psychos, especially when... No. Think of a psycho with a tiny waist and a fat ass and tits. Now do you hate her? Like, she got small wrists. When you say you hate a psycho, you're thinking of Blueface's girl, bro. I'm not talking about Blueface's girl. Okay? At that point, I think I'd actually hit a woman in a video game. Like, bro, I'm not dealing with that. I'm talking about like a little tiny... You know what I'm saying.
In his